Welcome back to our channel. Today we're here to talk about Cathie promotes Cardano, price about to skyrocket, ADA Cardano news today. But before we get started, subscribe to our channel to never miss a crypto update. So without any further delay, let's get started quickly. Cryptocurrencies have caused a wave in the investment world this year, with celebrities such as Bitcoin, Crypto BTC, and Ethereum, Crypto ETH, regularly being talked about. One of the new players in the crypto space is Cardano, Crypto ADA, which is steadily gaining momentum among investors. Over the past month, Cardano prices have exploded by more than 55%. In contrast, Ethereum rose 4% and Bitcoin fell 1%. Cardano may be a new cipher for blocks, but it has some major advantages. But is this the right time to invest? Cardano was created by the co-founder of Ethereum, so the two cryptocurrencies share several features. Both enable the development of smart contracts, for example, digital contracts that use blockchain technology to validate transactions. Some investors believe that smart contracts can revolutionize society, especially in the legal industry. Compared to Bitcoin, Cardano is more energy efficient. Bitcoin uses the proof-of-work protocol during the cryptocurrency mining process. In short, to validate transactions and earn tokens, Bitcoin miners need to use high-performance computers to solve increasingly difficult puzzles. This is very energy-consuming, and Bitcoin has been criticized for the environmental impact. Cardano, on the other hand, uses the proof-of-stake protocol. Using this protocol, miners must risk their cryptographic possession to validate transactions. This reduces transaction time and significantly reduces energy usage. What's missing? Cardano has many advantages, but it also has many drawbacks. The main thing is that it's not as well known as its competitors. Bitcoin is the most popular cryptocurrency, the most name-recognized, and offers the advantages of a starter in the crypto space. Ethereum is the second most popular cryptocurrency and shares many of the same benefits as Cardano. In addition to hosting smart contracts, we also plan to move to a proof-of-stake network. Ethereum is also home to irreplaceable tokens and decentralized financial movements, offering more realistic utility than Cardano. Of course, this doesn't necessarily mean that Cardano can't find a way to outperform its competitors in the future. It is a relatively new cryptocurrency that still has room for growth. Also, since cryptocurrencies are not zero-sum games, multiple currencies can coexist with their respective advantages. Is Cardano perfect for you? Whether you're buying cryptocurrencies or stocks, make sure you have a long-term outlook before investing anywhere. Invest in Cardano only if you think it will work well over the next few years or decades. Investing is not a get-rich-quick, so don't get caught up in trendy investments that can make a lot of money in the short term. No one knows if cryptocurrencies will succeed, but if you believe in their long-term potential, be prepared to hold your investment through a wave of volatility. Bitcoin has lost more than 80% of its value in the past, and Ethereum's value has occasionally plummeted nearly 95%. Cryptocurrencies may not be the right investment for you if you're not accustomed to short-term volatility. Will Cardano eventually become the mainstream currency? No one knows for sure. It has its advantages, but it's still very speculative at this point. If you believe in that possibility, it can lead to a solid long-term investment. If not, there are plenty of other investment options out there. Charles Hoskinson is currently in the campaign. The creators of Cardano have been speaking out in recent weeks, especially when it comes to promoting the blockchain. Therefore, it's in this context that this interview with Forbes takes place, where he emphasizes the effectiveness of Cardano in terms of energy. Charles Hoskinson recalls that the proof-of-work used by Bitcoin is a pay-for-performance process in which miners compete to obtain the right to create blocks. However, this system is particularly expensive because more than 99.9999997% of the energy consumed by Bitcoin is generated in the first step. Next, the creators of Cardano explain that proof-of-stake is energy efficient because it doesn't require such huge energy consumption. However, within the crypto community, the problem is divided. On the one hand, large projects, including Ethereum, chose proof-of-stake to improve scalability. The energy consumption of Bitcoin networks are indeed high. According to an index developed by the University of Cambridge, BTC accounts for 0.58% of the world's electricity consumption, more than countries such as Argentina and Norway. However, this horror, which is repeated many times by the general media, has been questioned by Bitcoin advocates. A few days ago, miners turned to overwhelmingly the cheapest electricity, according to a survey by Square and ARK Invest, either of the electricity produced by renewable energies. What is certain is that the question embodies all of the tensions within the crypto community. Is it enough to see the emergence of proof of stake? The top 10 most capitalized cryptocurrencies at the moment are 3 cryptocurrencies based on proof of stake, one of which is currently in transition. Therefore, in the future, we will know if it's a protocol that will become the majority. Cardano ADA better than Bitcoin? Cardano is objectively superior to Bitcoin, and since I use the word objectively, that means I'm right. At the basic level, Cardano is just another blockchain. This is proof of stake, not proof of work, but I don't think trading card statistics tell much of a story. I think their strength lies in their approach, and it's a scientific and academic approach. Peer-reviewed treatises, PhDs everywhere, and university affiliations. I've seen one of them wearing a sweater vest. And they are, in fact, in the wild in the countries where they can educate and benefit most. I highly recommend watching this 50-minute video, one of the Cardano figures explaining things on the wheel board. I think all cryptocurrencies should do this. I'm starting to think that the whole trend of this white paper is a bit ridiculous. If there is a treatise to publish, publish the treatise. If you can't publish it, make it a Medium post. In fact, at this point, white papers are just PR tools. Without a white paper, people wouldn't take you seriously. Anyway, this 2-hour video was pretty good, but it was more conceptual than actually explaining the technology. It gives a good sense of vision and shows what a top-notch speaker looks like, if nothing else. I think of Cardano this way. Imagine if things were the opposite and Bitcoin was always proof of a fast and cheap transaction. A few years later, Cardano came in and said, "Hey, we do the same thing, but we use a consensus method called proof of work. The transaction costs $3 and takes 10 minutes. The network consumes Greek power just to process 7 transactions per second. You'll tell them to take out the fudge and close the front door." On the other hand, I think mindshare is very valuable, and that's what Bitcoin has in lion's share, lion's mind share. It would be interesting to see if any of these other straight cryptocurrencies would make a dent in Bitcoin in the long run. After all, one day the entire space will be an interesting marketing case study. Therefore, Bitcoin will be faster, cheaper, and more environmentally friendly, and Cardano will get lost. Or, coupled with Cardano's strengths and the fact that the word spreads where it's needed and is a great product, it will make all the difference and become number 1. Or you might live alongside Ethereum and others, as explained in the first video. When explaining why they like a particular coin, they choose an analogy that suits their taste of reality. If you don't think too much about it, it may sound like a compelling argument. For example, if there is someone's favorite reality that Bitcoin becomes the only blockchain and the rest withers and dies, they call the Internet Protocol analogy. Indeed, technically better than TCP/IP. There was a protocol, but the winning protocol is the protocol everyone uses. In other words, Bitcoin is the same as TCP/IP. This is the only cryptographic protocol because TCP/IP is the only internet protocol. If someone's favorite coin is a second layer coin like Stellar, my phrase, their preferred reality is that it exists in combination with other crypto assets, so they're multi-protocol. May call the analogy, we have TCP/IP for the internet, SMTP for email, FTP for updating self-hosted WordPress sites, ergo, Bitcoin for value storage, Ethereum for DApp, Stellar Lumen for payment, etc. But someone else may be optimistic about their very targeted, lesser-known coins. They evoke a website analogy. As long as the coin does something unique, the market has room for it. Of course, there are GAFAs, Google, Apple, Facebook, Amazon, but there are millions of other websites. Cryptocurrencies don't have to destroy the planet, it needs to find its niche. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit like and subscribe to our channel. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section.